Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hit that like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Hey, on this one, I'm going to show you how I'm looking, how I'm positioning myself for stocks and crypto in this season. We know that the Fed has been talking yesterday and today. All right, let's get it. So, listen, good people, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and the notification bell. I played the old intro. Well, there's ones older than that. But let's get right into it. All right. Remember, like, subscribe, notification bell. And everything that we do here, doing options and swing trading and sometimes day trading, as you can see, we go through seasons. I just been trying to overall position myself, and I want you guys to be positioned whether the market go up or go down. And my last video I made, it was very educational. I'm going to leave a link to it, not a link, but you're going to see it on the inner screen of this video. So it should appear in your upper right hand corner in a box. Okay, just the video. I want you guys to go back and watch that video over and over because there's a lot of gems in there. Right? So, hey, before we get started, this is brought to you by Moomoo, where you can get still 8.1%. If you get $1,000, you get 15 fractional shares, $100, 5 fractional shares. But the big part of that is the 8.1% that you get on your uninvested money. You can't beat that. All right, let's get right into it. At the time of filming this, the NASDAQ is up 193 points and the Dow has come back 243 points. The S&P is 43 points. The S&P and the NASDAQ keep hitting all-time highs every single day. It keeps pumping higher and higher and higher and higher. And our profits are looking really good. I've been doing a little profit taking a little haircut, but I want to show you guys what I do and how I'm looking. All right. And so how I'm looking for the future. I took this note down and I want you guys to think about this. Let's not look at the top, but let's look at the bottom. And what I mean by looking at the bottom, I mean buying opportunities. Where are we setting up our long positions? We do know that high interest rates have wreaked havoc really on Bitcoin and low cap stocks, right? Showed you guys that on last one. Low cap stocks will perform better when the Fed starts to reduce interest rates. When the Fed starts to reduce interest rates, that's when the low caps will start to perform better, including crypto. Check this out.
Major cryptocurrencies in the green following yesterday's losses. As of noon Eastern, Bitcoin climbed back to the key $57,000 support level as Fed Chair Jay Powell testified before Congress today. In that testimony, he expressed concern that holding interest rates too high for too long could hurt the economy. Bitcoin has touched 57K at various points since sinking to about $55,000 last week. If it fails to hold this level, 49K could be the next step down, according to chart analysts I've spoken with. Ether is also in the green this morning, rising above $3,000, and Solana is back above $140. Speaking of Solana, Cboe filed a request with the SEC yesterday to list ETFs tied to the cryptocurrency. According to the SEC rules, the agency has 240 calendar days to decide whether to approve or deny Cboe's 19B4 application to list the products from VanEck and 21 Shares, putting the deadline in March 2025. Late last month, VanEck became the first asset manager to file an application for a spot Solana ETF in the U.S.
So you guys heard that. There's a Solana ETF coming. I said that many months ago. Solana will be the next. A lot of you guys have heard that, and you know about that already. So what do we do? What do we do? We're going to get to that. Let me just tell you right now. We look to buy the lows because short term we are in a place of indecision where all of crypto can still go down, though, as you saw, soon as the Fed starts sounding dovish, meaning that he's going to be lowering interest rates, and not hawkish, means that he's not going to be lowering interest rates anytime soon, that we saw that crypto ran up just on that news. And that just underlines what I said in my last video. For those of you that don't know, that Bitcoin performs better in lower interest rates. Okay, so I'm going to bounce between. Please don't leave if you don't care about crypto, because everything I'm going to say about crypto applies to stock. Now, here's some notes that I took. This is what I look for, and this is what I want you to consider to look for, even though anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell, but you must do your own due diligence. And if you have a headache that lasts for more than 3 hours, I'm just joking. Look, low volume. We want to look for low volume. We want to look for a bad news catalyst. We want to look for a 52-week low, okay? We want to look for holidays, and holidays, sometimes stock go down, but every holiday, crypto goes down, okay? So I'm going to cover a lot on this, okay? And we're going to look on sell-offs, and that's what we want to do. We want to go in, we want to buy these stocks and these cryptos, and we want to hold. That's what we want to do. All right. So I'm going to bounce around here and take a look at, I got a lot of crypto stuff here to talk about, but I want to show you guys this. Now, I know some of you guys are going to say, Larry, you're crazy. Well, this is what I do. I am looking at Nike, Starbucks, and Teladoc, right? Now, I got this set for $50 a day. I'm going to probably take this down to $25 a day. Hey, remember, my $20 a day may be equal to your $5 a day or $5 a week, okay? You go according to your earning potential and your dry powder. So I'm looking at these three, right? And you say, hey, but they got so far down to go. So what I'm going to probably do, to be just totally straight with you, is go $25 a day. And then as it goes down, go to $50 a day. And if they tank, go to $100 a day. Why? I plan on having these stock for years to come. And I was light in these positions, underweight. Okay, so let's look at this. We got Nike, Starbucks, and Teladoc, right? Let's look at Starbucks. As you could see, look at that, good people. 52-week low, all right? I just took snapshots on my phone. Use the tools that you have. As you can see, 52-week low on, 1 year low on Starbucks. Same thing in Nike, right? Just a low. We know that they have a lot to do. You know, they got to redo their shoe brand. You got all these other shoe companies catching up to them. We know about all of this, the bad news, right? And Teladoc, look at that, straight line down. So what I do is I do what's called set it and forget it. And if you have a broker that you can do reoccurring fractional share buying, but reoccurring investments like this, then while you're at work and while you're doing what you need to be doing, it's actually investing for you. Now, all of these are still good, solid companies. You know, you may differ with me. Nike's not going anywhere. Starbucks is not going anywhere. They've both had hard times before. Nike wasn't even thought. Nike was a joke before Michael Jordan got with them. And all of these companies have went through hard times before, okay? And so that's what I wanted to show you, how you could set it and forget it. And I look for, I look for low volume, bad news catalysts, 52-week lows, okay? Holidays where I can dip in. I'm going to show you another stock, all right? Now, I know some people are going to say, Larry, but that's a penny stock, okay? Well, it wasn't a penny stock before the Hawaii fires. We went over this a while ago. You see what's happening right now. It kind of bottomed out a little bit. Let's look at the 5-day. So right here, boom, it actually went up 34%. Look at that. Today alone, it's up 18%. And so I just started to, just dabble a little bit. So when I saw it was, in a 52-week low, Let's see if I can do this. I'm not editing any of this out. When I saw it was a 52-week low, good people, I began to buy a little bit of it. Let's see here. Here we go. So as you can see, I wish I'd had bought more. I bought some the day it bottomed out and it started to crank up a little bit, right? And we know what happened. This was the electric company that was, over the fire and, responsible, quote unquote, allegedly for the fires in Hawaii, and it bottomed out. So for those of you that use Google Finance, you can just scroll right down and see. Look at this. Why is Hawaii Electric up? All right, let's just see it. Look at that. Looked like it bottomed out $7.95, and I just saw it at $7.95, and I just bought a few shares. Right? You can click here, and you can go into it, and you could see for yourself. With the exception of this, you could see why it's up. Look at this. Hawaii Electric, HE stock is rising higher on Wednesday following an update on the Maui fire lawsuit. It's one of those days, good people. I'm not editing this out. So let's just look at some things that I want you to see. I'm going to go over to crypto now, right? And so I just want to play this video from last year because I'm going somewhere with this entire video. And that is, we look for good companies that's going to be around long term, right? Have good fundamentals, but just had a bad thing to happen. Okay. So listen to this, good people. I believe that accumulation stage, me personally, as far as the timeline, will be in the next 6 months. Now, it could have bottomed. It may have bottomed, but I believe that there's one more shakedown. And I personally believe that Binance will have something to do with it. And yes, I believe that Bitcoin could fall to the 14,000 area. I made a mistake the other day and said 1,400. I meant to say 14,000. And so I'm waiting until some more leaves fall. But within the first 6 months of 2023, I plan on having 85% of my crypto money back into crypto. That was December 16, 2022. December 16th, 2022. The video is still up. I want you to check it. Now, this is not about me saying, oh, I was correct. Because as a matter of fact, there was some things that I said that did miss it in that video if you listen to the whole video. But let's look at what's going on right now. All right. So here we go. That was back in December. Look at that. December 22nd, December 16th, exactly. Okay. So at that time, you could have bought Bitcoin at around 16,000. Actually, before that, you could have gotten it at about 15,000. So what are you saying, Larry? What I'm saying is that was the time to buy. And then I further said that over the next 6 months is when I was going to have what? 80% of 6 weeks to 6 months. I was going to have what? 80% of my Bitcoin or my crypto positions back in. So let's even say we got it under the 20, between 16 and 20,000 range. You could do the math. Everything that you would have bought then would be up majorly. And so my message today in all of this, and you can apply this to your stock too. And I'm sorry to lead with crypto for those of you that are not in crypto, but if you're not, I'm sorry. But I'm just showing you where I am focused on looking for the true sales, not just one pullback and we buy and use up all of our powder. And what I was saying in that video was I wasn't looking for the bottom because no one knows where the bottom is. But I was also waiting to see it start to go back up, which it did. So it had bottomed out and it was starting to show some strength. So I started getting some, right in here. And then when I really loaded up, I started getting some other cryptos here. And then I got my Bitcoin at 24 something, just under 25. So here's where I bought my Bitcoin And as we could see right now, we're at 57. So that was a good area to just start accumulating. And so use that theology for your stock. And let's look at, I'm going to go to Bunk, okay? And I'm going to use this right now. So Larry, what about right now with all of the ebbs and flows of the market and crypto? I'm going to use a meme coin, okay? I'm going to use it because it's going to prove a point that I'm making. Now, we do know that Bunk right now is 4026, right? But for those of you that are just feeling like you gotta buy it all now, I personally am not. I have buy orders at 4019 and it has filled twice in the last couple of weeks. And I'm going to show you why. It's simple. For me, it's what I've been saying and it's what I've been teaching. Let's go back. Let's see, where is that? Let's go back and I want to show you a chart. Okay, I'm going to show you this chart. Here we go. If you go back, if you look at Bunk right now and you look for the day, you'll see it's 4026, right? And if you go for the week, you'll see the low for the week was bam. I would have gotten it had I sat my buy order at 4019. I don't try to catch the absolute bottom. But if you go back a month, which is what I've been teaching here and in the class, I will tell you that bam, you would have gotten it there and you would have gotten it there in the last month and you would be up at 4026 and I keep accumulating there. Let's look at the chart. We could see my buy price is 1988 exactly. So 1988 is my buy price right here. All right, 1988 is my buy price. And Larry, it has passed. I expect for it to trigger and hit yet again. So I keep my buy orders locked. You can do the same for your stock, regardless of what it is, okay? Keep those buy orders locked as you DCA. Now, I'm not DCAing in Bunk above like a 26. I DCA on Bunk above 20. Larry, but it keeps going up. It's higher now. I wait. With crypto, it's just that volatile. But with stock, you may want to just continue to DCA, but also have a buy orders set. And I have my buy orders on the low set high with volume, okay? With a lot of money. Let me make that clear. So my buy orders, when I look for the blood in the street, I buy a lot when they tank the most. And the further they tank, the more I buy, okay? That's what I wanted to let you guys know. And so let me show you guys this while this video is long. I'm starting to nibble on these EVs that are beat down, right? Remember, this is the year that they're beat down, and I don't have a lot of money, as you can see, but I'm nibbling. And yes, I know you guys see that NEO. Hey, I just grabbed a few. No serious money, as you can see. But you could see that I'm starting to nibble as they are beat down, okay? And it's very little money, as you could see. Now, that is one of the things I want you to look at. And I also want you to look at this. This is one of my 7 portfolios. Remember, as you do this and stick to buying the ones that are beat down, and then you start to dollar cost average up, even as they're going up eventually. Now, this portfolio is my blue chip portfolio. Now, you can clearly see that it is killing it. You can see how much it is up, 48, 49%. So when you start to accumulate large sums of money, and I plan on continuing this strategy for many years to come, and this is not all of these stocks that I have. I have more in a bigger portfolio, and I'm telling you guys, despise not small beginnings. I remember when my entire portfolio was $1,500, but this is a lesson on being consistent in companies that you believe in. Yeah, I know NIO was in there. NIO is a swing trade. It's not a long one for me. But some of those other EV companies will take off. Now, my Tesla is in, as you can see, I sold a little of my Tesla, but the Tesla that I have left in this portfolio is still up. I have Tesla that I bought years ago that I'm not selling. I'm not going to say never, that I'm not selling. So what I'm trying to get us to do is to be prepared for whatever comes. But as you can see, I'm looking at the EVs, and there's some small caps. All right. I have a small cap portfolio also that I'm looking at, and it's a bloodbath right now. Let's look at this, good people. I sold a lot. Let me show you the losses. So these are some of my small caps. I'm going to go down. I'm not going to have PENN and a DraftKings. I'm just trying to see which one is performing the best. But as you can see, that's a loss, but it's nothing compared to the overall portfolio. My overall portfolio, I'm up an entire year's salary for most people in this portfolio. So the best time to start was yesterday. Okay, that's the best time to start. As you are doing your options and everything else, the best time to start was yesterday. And if you miss that, the best time to start is right now. So what is your positions? What are you looking for? If you're just entering into the market, you should be looking for the ones that are beat down, that you see a long-term future in, and start to build out your portfolios. For those of you that's wondering how did I get these portfolios like this is Fidelity. Fidelity, pick up the phone. You could actually just make different portfolios all under one account. I want you to just pick up the phone and ask them. Don't ask me. All right. I don't even remember. But it's clearer to see. And I know that's a lot of stock to manage, but it's clearer to see which ones are beat down. I don't get excited about the green right now. I get excited about the red. So when the red comes and I see something beat down, I go and I start to buy more. Now I'm buying chip companies, the ones that are into CPUs, okay? And like Taiwan Semiconductor and those. We'll cover that later. I want to do the unsexy stuff now because I know down the road, this is what's going to make you wealthy. And it's not day trading options. Day trading options, you can make some money, yes. And you can make good money. I do it, yes. But over a 10-year period, 20-year period, you're going to wish you had been doing something that's going to earn you compounding interest over time. All right. I know this one was long, but it was a lot that I had to say, and I was trying to get it out in the best way I could. Hey, make sure you check out the links below. And if you really want to know how I think about things, also, I want you to consider investing in yourself by buying Stock Up You, where you're going to learn everything you need to as a beginner, but it also brings you into beginner to mid-level training, okay, on stocks and crypto. All right, we got all of this charting, options, basics from a beginner to intermediate. This is not for advanced traders, okay? I just want to be real with you guys so you'll know what you're getting, okay? And you can buy now and pay later with that, all right? Hopefully I didn't stutter too much, all right? I just wanted to get this message out. In spite of this headache, I choose to have a good day today. Love you guys. Live, love, laugh, and learn.